points that I would like to make were made very well. Maybe did an outstanding job describing some of the problems involved with synthetic drugs, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. But I guess what I'm encouraged about is seeing so many people here and looking at this problem from a prevention standpoint, because like Mr. Katie said, you know, I'm not looking for punishment. I'm not looking to arrest kids. I much prefer that this doesn't occur, doesn't happen, so we don't have to deal with it. Matter of fact, one of a big program in the police department is the DARE program. Any student here that's a high school student that went through the Franklin grade school and parents know about our DARE program. And we have officers spend 10 weeks with the fifth graders in each elementary school, teaching them about the dangers of drugs and alcohol and giving them some methods to avoid that, especially avoiding peer pressure, because that's huge nowadays, obviously, peer pressure. So we do proactively try to prevent this from happening. Unfortunately, not every kid gets the message, and then we do deal with them. And we do issue many tickets for underage drinking, and we do respond to, I would say, a lot, but I'd say it's certainly not uncommon, our fair share of house parties where alcohol is being served. And as the judge said, we hear it. I've heard it personally from parents that called me that were upset that officers came to their house and gave citations out to the kids because, like the judge mentioned, some parents believe it's better that they're drinking at home rather than drinking somewhere else, where the real answer is, no, it's better that they're not drinking at all. But our parents do think that way, unfortunately. So again, when DARE doesn't work, when the programs in the community don't work, then we give tickets out, we make arrests, and that hopefully is another message. Well, if you didn't believe that, here's another reminder that, no, you cannot do this, you should not be doing this. So again, we'd rather not, but we do have to. We will have issued tickets to parents for contributing to the delinquency of a minor for allowing their kids or giving their kids alcohol. So that can happen. There's also a state charge for contributing to the delinquency of a minor that is a Class A felony, which is punishable by up to 9 months in jail and $10,000 fine. If death occurs, it's actually a Class D felony that is punishable by up to $100,000 and 25 years in jail. And say, well, how can that happen? Very easily, like you just mentioned, you have a house party, you sponsor a house party, one of the kids goes out, drives, kills somebody, kills himself, and you could be facing a felony charge, in that case, not say the civil liability, no over that. But some of the things that we are seeing here, like was mentioned, we see everything: alcohol use, drug abuse, a little bit of heroin, certainly a lot of marijuana. One of the bigger issues what we see here is misuse and abuse of pharmaceutical medications. It's huge. Term for it on the street, in the schools, is farming, short for pharmaceuticals. Kids will visit their friends' homes and check out the medicine cabinet. So again, the first thing I'd like you to do when you go home is go to your medicine cabinet, remove all your medications, and find a safe place for those to be stored, because it is extremely common practice for kids to do that nowadays, and it's extremely dangerous. Oxycodone is very, very strong. They ground it up, you can snort it, and it's extremely dangerous. Just can't emphasize that enough. So please make sure you know what medications you have and have control of that. If you noticed that you came in tonight, there was that green mailbox looking box out there. If you didn't see it, please take a look at it on your way out. That's for collection of any unused, unneeded pharmaceuticals. So if you have any drugs, please, you don't need them anymore, please bring them in, just drop them off, and we dispose of those. But it's important to get those off the street. Haley talked about the synthetic drugs. There is a very new law in the state of Wisconsin that covers synthetic marijuana and drugs. The problem with that, and that's why there's so many different names to some of these things, and that was mentioned, that I might give you some names, and I will have to read them because the list is fairly long. And what would happen is, as one product was developed, plus different manufacturers would come up with different products, different names, but also as one product was deemed to be and that would go off the market, and a new one, just a name change would come, and maybe 1 or 2 molecules of the chemical composition of that drug would be changed, because in our state statutes, they actually list the chemical composition of the different drugs that are prohibited. So if you change just 1 molecule, they could change the definition of that particular drug, and that makes that new drug legal. So Wisconsin passed a law this past summer that included every known drug out there, every known synthetic drug, plus they included the proviso that anything similar. So that will be more, you'll see more enforcement of that in the future. But some of the names that these products go by: Spice, K2, Genie, Yucatan Fire, Blaze, Red X Dawn, Zohia, Spike Diamond, Route 69, Smoke XXXX, Fake or New Marijuana, Vanilla Sky, Ivory Wave, Cloud 9, Blue Silk, Purple Wave, Snow Leopard, Ocean Snow. The list is endless. So just keep an eye out for that. Be aware that I did send a letter to every establishment in the city of Franklin advising them that these products were illegal, that you're not allowed to have them on their shelves or sell them. So if you happen to see anything, please give us a call, let us know. I do have officers stop and spot check the businesses to make sure that they're not selling them. But you never know, some people could pop up, and certainly again a new name could pop up that our officers are not familiar with. So it's important to let us know about that. One other thing about house parties, again, maybe you need another reason not to have one. What we find is common, a lot of these underage parties, is that the next day, usually the parents find missing items from the home. Jewelry, money, usually the smaller items are missing, but sure enough, one of your kids' friends probably went through your bedroom drawers, closets, whatever, and rifled through it and found some valuables, money, and stole it. Either that happens, or sometimes several days after a party, we will get a burglary complaint where house is broken into, and TVs, stereos, larger items are taken, and we usually ask the person, "Do you recently host a party?" And on occasion, that's exactly what happened. There's a juvenile party, kids are there, they scope out, they see some things that they like, and figure I'll come back this weekend and break in and take it. So that does happen, it has happened here in Franklin on more than one occasion. And again, just about everything else was covered, and that's the main message I would like to get out to.